Hello, everybody. It's not an April Fool's, Ben. I thought I was just at home, nothing to do, nothing to worry about. So let's do a little pop-up show. The link is in the comments section. So please join if you want to join in. Otherwise, it's just going to be me talking basically, which is going to be a little bit kind of nonsensical. But yeah, look, I thought I'd do a quick pop up this morning. We do. There is no April Fool's joke. However, there is some breaking news from the club, and there is a statement in what's happened in the last time. Ben, I don't know why you're saying I don't believe you. I'm literally live, so the link is in the chat. Go and come in and join us. But we've had some April Fool's jokes already. Unfortunately, this was not a good one. Let's just say. It's probably you probably want me to. Oh, hang on a minute. You probably want me to zoom in a little bit so that I can see it a little bit better. So yeah, breaking news: Daniel Levy will step down as chairman with immediate effect, following a string of high-profile errors forced the Tottenham owner Joe Lewis to step in. The full press release is below. It's with sadness that we can confirm the departure as chairman of Daniel Levy today. Daniel has worked tirelessly to transform Tottenham Hotspur from a relegation-threatened team to a European footballing superpower. However, recent decisions have led to the club being brought into serious disrepute, and it's been decided it's best for all parties to break now. Tottenham fans should all feel assured that business will continue as normal, with Donna Cullen stepping in as acting chair while the search for a suitable replacement begins. I would like to go on record thanking Daniel for his work, and on behalf of all Spurs fans, assure him he will always be welcome at the club he helped build. Joe Lewis. Now, obviously, that is an April Fool's. That is an April Fool's. So it's a pretty bad April Fool's. So look, please. There's 8 of you watching me talk to you, but if you do want to come on, then please come on. The link is at the top of the chat of the comments. I don't know how to pin it. I'll put it there. Look, it's there. It's there if you want to come on. Ben, I'm not getting April Fools by you sick, beautiful people. I'm going for a fry up. Well, look, Ben, we can go for a fry up, but there are no April Fools here. Big up to Wayne. Big up, Wayne. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're well. How's everyone feeling about the fun times at our beloved Tottenham? Look, Wayne, for me, I've had the worst night's sleep like ever. Yeah, I woke up at 1 o'clock, went to bed at like 10 o'clock, woke up at 1, woke up at 2, woke up at 3, woke up at 4, woke up at 5, and then I got up and yeah, I've been shopping, done the dishwasher, and everything else. So yeah, I've got nothing else really to do. I should be working this morning, but look, I just thought I'd come on and talk to you wonderful people. Big up Mark, big up Ben. You can still not believe, but we are here. Breaking news from the club, surely not exactly. John Fitzpatrick lies, absolutely. Andrew Gregory, big up, say it is an April Fool. Wayne, that's a crock, no chance that's real. And Mark Cousins had his pants down. I don't know what he was doing, but he was getting excited about Levy getting the sack. So look, and also big up Paddy. All's well, mate, all's well. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on, go through. I know obviously Bob and Kuva kind of went through stuff this morning. But yeah, if you do want to come on, the link's at the top in the comments section. I don't know how to pin it, so don't even ask me how to pin it. I can just put it again if it's easy. There. So yeah, if people want to come on and just join me, because I am all alone this morning on this cold, wet Saturday morning. There's no news, but look, we're going to go through what I'm going to do until someone decides to come on. That is a plea, by the way. Until someone plans to come on, we'll just go through kind of the news, the breaking news, the football gossip, the fixtures of today, and then we'll kind of go from there. And if people want to come on, they can come on. So yeah, please come on, because otherwise I'm just talking to myself. So let's go some gossip, because we haven't had enough gossip this week. Chelsea have emerged as major contenders to sign Napoli's Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen this summer. Surprised? They're also set to make a bid for Barcelona and Spain left-back Alejandro Balde to replace England defender Ben Chilwell, which is a shocking, I guess, his injury record isn't helping and doesn't stack up. Bayern Munich are interested in signing Chelsea's Kai Havertz. Obviously, with the Germany forward previously expressed an interest in being reunited with former manager Thomas Tuchel. And also Chelsea are expecting a bid from Real Madrid for England right back Reece James. So the first four news of, or the first four bits of gossip all concern Chelsea. Moving on now to Paris Saint-Germain. They've told Lionel Messi they will pay whatever it takes to keep him amid reports Barcelona have made contact about a potential return. So that'll be interesting. Also, is going to be interesting is my pronunciation of the next few players' names. Arsenal are keen on Real Madrid's Aurelien Tchouameni, with Liverpool also said to be considered or interested in the 23-year-old France midfielder. Arsenal consider a bid for Barcelona and Brazil's 26-year-old winger Rafinha, who joined the La Liga side from Leeds last summer. So that will be interesting if that happens. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp says the club have been busy during the international break, lining up summer transfers and are ready to spend big in the summer transfer market. So a club that's doing things early, not like Tottenham, obviously. England defender Luke Shaw's agreed a new 4-year contract with Manchester United. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang wants to return to Barcelona, but Chelsea do not want to sell him, which is surprising because he's actually done less than Richarlison has, and that's quite a hard feat. Roma are considering a move for Manchester United's David De Gea, with the 32-year-old Spain goalkeepers out of contract in the summer. So no contract for David De Gea at the moment for Manchester United. It'd be interesting to see what happens. Is that someone we'd want? And everything else. So yeah, look, let's see. Daniel Levy, here we go. Daniel Levy has no intention of selling to the two Manchester clubs again, as the Tottenham Hotspur chairman still regrets selling England defender Kyle Walker to Manchester City in 2017. Berbatov, Carrick, the list kind of goes on. Eric Ten Hag will decide on the futures of Manchester United duo Scott McTominay and Victor Lindelof in the summer, with the Scotland midfielder attracting interest from Newcastle and the Sweden defender a target for Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid in January. And Crystal Palace, the OAPFC, they have Ghana duo Jeffrey Schlupp and Jordan Ayew have signed new contracts at the Eagles. Obviously, that's interesting to see what's going on. So yeah, let's see what's happening. Ryan is being so. Mark, if you consider it, come on, mate, come on. Ryan, yeah, all the Emerson Royal enthusiasts. He's now obviously out for the season, which has devastated me. I think we've only got, Hugo and Ryan Sessegnon are supposed to be back from today. I don't know whether that's an April Fool's joke. But we've only got, and obviously Perisic was rumoured to be injured. Porro was rumoured to be injured. So I don't know. We've got no wing-backs now. We've gone from having 5,000, especially on the right-hand side, to not having any. And of course, Ben, everyone wants to watch coffee. That was a mouthful for me. And Ryan swearing, Costa coffee needed. Unbelievable, Ryan. Unbelievable. So that was the gossip. Let's look at the news, shall we? There's some news in the whole world of not just sport. Let's have a look. Let's look at overall the news today. So there is obviously a big boxing fight for boxing fight fans tonight. Anthony Joshua, who's lost 3 of his last 5 fights, goes up against Franklin tonight. I don't even know who this guy is. So yeah, he needs to win. And he needs to win convincingly. Max Verstappen is on Australia pole ahead of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Guardiola may risk Haaland fitness against Liverpool. So yeah, obviously Liverpool have got a really crazy week coming up. Which starts today. They play Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal in the next 8 days, and everyone thinks they need to win at least 2 of those games to stay in the top 4 fight. I'd prefer it if they won the Chelsea and the Arsenal game for obvious reasons. But top 6 head to head. Liverpool in the last, Liverpool, when you include this top 6 results against Champions League quarterfinalists, Chelsea, Liverpool are still top of their mini league on goal difference. They drew at Anfield in January, while City and Arsenal have both beaten the Blues. Tottenham, head to head, played 7, won 1, lost 6. -9 goal difference, 3 points. Liverpool and Chelsea with 15 out of a possible 21. So look, it's really interesting to see what's going to happen in today's 12:30 kickoff. If we go to the fixtures, let's get the fixtures up. I think there's all to play for on all of the fixtures today. Let me do this share screen. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. There we go. So the fixtures today: Manchester City, Liverpool with the early kickoff. Look, I think we all want a Manchester City win, not only from a top 4 point of view, or maybe we don't want it from a top 4 point of view. We want Liverpool to win, but ultimately we don't want Arsenal winning the league. But slowly, it looks like, I think by the end of, if you think by the end of the month, we're going to pretty much know what's going to happen. So yeah, there's some twists and turns. Arsenal have got to play Liverpool. Arsenal have got to play Manchester City. Arsenal's fixtures towards the end of April are absolutely horrendous, but they may have done enough that they could even afford losing 1, 2, or 3 of them, which would be crazy. And obviously, we know Manchester City, although they've kind of, they're still there and thereabouts and not playing well, the inconsistency of their form isn't great. So look, Arsenal Leeds, I think that's going to be an Arsenal win. Bournemouth, Fulham should be a Fulham. Look, Bournemouth need to start picking up points. It's tight at the bottom. I think 12 teams. There's about 4 points separating 12 teams, so anyone can get dragged into it. So if a team goes on a run and wins 3 or 4 on the bounce now, that'll certainly put them into safer position than they currently are. Brighton, Brentford. Who would have thought? Whoever wins this it's not a 6-pointer for a relegation battle. It's a 6-pointer to see who can go on and potentially get in that top 4. Palace, Leicester, massive relegation battle at the bottom there, Wayne, if you're still with us. Massive relegation 6-pointer there. Nottingham Forest and Wolves, again, I think, Nottingham Forest need to start picking up points. They're playing well at home. And obviously Chelsea, Aston Villa. We'd love Aston Villa to kind of put a nail in that final now, I would say, in that Chelsea top 4 coffin. Big up Welsh shit. And Paddy, Liverpool and Arsenal win today on the weekend is already ruined 100%. But at least, look, I'm with you, Fitzy. Arsenal will probably get against anything keeps it going. That's the only thing that keeps me going at the moment. And when we look at the table, it's hard to see. Seamless. That was seamless. We're getting professional on this show. Look, it's hard to see anything different. But look, Newcastle obviously can leapfrog us into the top 4 with a win against. I think they're playing Man United tomorrow. So obviously, again, it's still all to play for. United want to obviously try and win and everything. Oh, and we've got a guest. We have got a guest in the background. Finally, someone that can come on and I can stop talking constantly and everything else. So yes, he is the man that went all the way to Ben's Coffee Company. He was in awe of the YouTubers that were there and he got to meet them. He's got his T-shirt out of the cupboard in hope, I think, of more than anything, that, oh, hang on. Yeah, okay, 1 minute. I'll wait 1 minute. Don't you worry. He's got his T-shirt out of the cupboard. We all know his love for this person is almost as much as my love for Emerson Royale. And there we go. So while we wait for him to do what he's doing, he'll be on in a minute. But look, Newcastle, 2 points behind us, 2 games in hand. Liverpool, 7 points behind us with 2 games in hand. Obviously, we've got to play Liverpool as well at the end of the month. Brighton, 3 games in hand on us, only 7 points behind. Brentford, 1 game in hand on us. So look, I think Brighton will want to go and win today, get up to 45 points, be 4 points behind us with 2 games in hand. We've got to play Brighton as well. So look, it's not looking great in terms of everything else. Obviously, Liverpool go on a run. We could end up being 7th. A lot of people will probably say we'd rather finish 8th and out of Europe, but I don't think that's going to help anything. But he's here. He's got what he's got. Hopefully, he's got what he's got, and everything else. Phil, big up Phil P. Big up Bobby K, Kuvor, Danny Cappy. Is that Danny Kiriakou? No, he's probably still. He makes out like he's moved to Amsterdam, right? And he's got loads to do. But Sana was there, repainting the flat, cleaning the flat, building furniture, doing everything else. He just went and moved there in a van with stuff from his bedroom. So I don't really understand what he's talking about. So yeah, I think he's just making excuses. Bobby K's at work. Kuva's, I don't know where Kuva is. I thought if he saw a stream going live, he would be on it, like the bat signal would go out and everything else. And yes, Paddy, I agree. Isn't it really sad? All we have is hope is failing. Isn't it really sad as Spurs fans? All we have here is the hope of another team failing to save our season. There you go. I got it out in the end. Yes. I call him Cappy because everything he types in caps, very shouty. Yes. Danny Kiriakou, Captain Caps Lock, Sir Scream a lot. He's probably a little bit chilled out now he's in Amsterdam. I can't think why. But yeah, I'll put the link in. And again, if anyone else wants to join, you are more than welcome. But let's get our guest on. He's magic, but this is not Pochettino. This is his number 1 fan, and it's Mauricio Cousins. How you doing, Mark?
Very well, Barry. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I was sat here. I was thinking, let's get rid of the table. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all this nonsense. Yeah, I was just sat here and I was like, got nothing to do really this morning. I thought, why don't we jump on a stream, talk nonsense as normal, and yeah, that was kind of my thoughts behind it. But yeah, no one else was. It's very odd when it's no one else is going live, and I thought, let's just go and have a chat for a little bit to see how people are on this fine morning. So how are you, Mark?
I'm very well. It's the new thing now, isn't it? Just do a pop-up show.
Yeah, because I think everyone's used to. Well, I suppose what you could argue is that we could just stream 24/7. The amount of nonsense that's kind of happened this week, right?
Well, yeah. Every hour, nearly.
Every hour, yeah. I mean, obviously it's the weekend, so normally things happen on a Sunday. I can't see anything happening. Well, there's nothing left really to happen, is there? There's obviously there's no men's manager, no women's manager, no director of football. The chairman's in Asia. Joe Lewis is somewhere.
He's back, apparently. He's
back.
Is
he back, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's come back. He's come
Yes.
back. Summoned. And obviously from Stellini, Spurs, not a club in crisis, is what he said.
And somebody else, was it the head of the training centre? He left, didn't he?
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Oh, I was watching the stream. I can't remember his name.
Have a look.
It was something to do with the. It was something to do with the like youth team and that. The head of the
academy manager Dean Rastrick has decided to quit the club. That was on the 18th of March. Tottenham Key Tottenham key man set to leave the club after 13 years. Yeah, Dean Rastrick. He's an academy manager, so he's not the yeah. I don't know if he's how high up. So
Well, they've just had enough, haven't they? All of them.
recruitment chief left at the end of January. Fucking hell, there's not much left, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was the the under 23s in the academy. It's got Dean Rastrick as the academy manager, and his actual role was academy manager and head of operations and performance. So the guy that we met when I went there the other week was Gary Broadhurst. He's the head of academy football development. But yeah, there's lots of let's just say there's lots of people there. Obviously, Jermaine Defoe's there, Yaya Touré's there, but I'm sure they're only there to get their coaching badges. Let's just say.
Well, of course they are. Of course they are.
Before they move on. And
right.
Welsh Gals called it right. The last person at Tottenham, please turn out the lights. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Doris, the tea lady, is the only one left. I think she's the only one still going strong with her cups of tea and everything else. So crazy stuff happening. But anyway, Tottenham can't ruin our weekend.
No, that's good for once. That's good for once.
What are your plans this weekend, Mark? What are your plans?
I'll probably watch the football. Man City's on in a bit, isn't it?
Yeah,
is it Man City Liverpool
12:30.
Yeah. I should probably watch that.
Who have the mighty Yeovil got today?
I haven't looked.
You call yourself a fan, Mark? Unbelievable. There's so many games. It's been quiet with the international break, and I think obviously England played last Sunday against Ukraine, and then there's kind of been nothing all week, right? Obviously there was the Women's Champions League, and obviously Arsenal and Chelsea went through, which was great to see from an English participation. You never want, unless it's West Ham, I suppose, or Chelsea. You never really want the teams. You want the English sides to go through. But Yeovil Town, where are they? What league are Yeovil Town in now, Mark?
Conference.
Oh, they are in the conference.
Whatever that's called these days.
It's called the National League. They're at home to Southend United at 5:20 this evening. I don't know why 5:20.
But that's just so Tommy can't get down to watch it.
Oh, okay. I see. But yeah, there's some big games going on in the National League. I guess the nearest club in the National League to here is probably Barnet, I would say.
To us?
No, to Tottenham, I would say. Barnet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they're fifth at the moment in the playoffs. Wrexham.
You're not talking about Yeovil. They're down near the bottom somewhere.
They're in the relegation mark, actually.
Oh, that's about right. And you got to remember, was it 4 years ago? They were in the Championship.
Yeah.
And I don't really follow Yeovil. But
Yeovil have got a game in, so they're playing. Who did we say they're playing? They're playing Southend United. Southend United 12th, but on a run of five defeats in a row. So there's every chance they can get that win and potentially get themselves out of the relegation zone. They're 2 points behind Gateshead at the moment, but if they lose today, I think that could be curtains because Gateshead have got 2 games in, or will be 2-3 games in hand. But Torquay United are also down there. So, again, they
always are. See, when I was growing up, Yeovil was always a non-league club. Always. They were known as like the giant killers because we beat some good teams in the FA Cup and that through the years. We always used to get drawn against, say, Torquay, who were a league. They were always a league team. And we always used to, I can remember was it 90 to the new ground when they played Arsenal.
Yeah.
Ian Wright scored a hat-trick.
Yeah. Well, look, I think at the top of the league, obviously, like Paddy said, Wrexham all the way. Wrexham are, it's incredible, really. Wrexham and Notts County, both teams, they're both on 97 points, but Wrexham have got 2 games in hand. Both teams have scored over 100 goals. I think it'd be absolutely criminal if someone, I suppose Boreham Wood's closer, like Boreham Wood, who've got 62 points, somehow get through the playoffs, then get through that playoff that into the final, because I think it's different, right? So you've got the top team gets promoted automatically. So Wrexham have got 2 games in hand. You like to think that Wrexham would be the team that go up. Then you'll then have and then you've got a second and third, which they will then play each other to see who then goes into the playoffs to go up, I think. And then you've got 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th that play each other to then have the chance to play either whoever's in second or third to then go up. So it's a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, before they didn't used to have, when Wickham used to be in the conference, obviously they're just literally 5 minutes down the road. I
went to Wickham's. I told you at Ben's. I went to Wickham's. If Wickham moved ground in the last, say, 20 years,
they used to play at Lokes Park, but not in the last 20 years. No, because Lokes Park was home to Wycombe Wanderers from 1895 to 1990. It used to be down by the hospital. There used to be a slope. The pitch used to be sloped, and then ever since 1991, they were at. They've been at Adams Park. So
yeah, I was going to say because I went away at Wickham to watch Yeovil when Yeovil and Wickham were battling it out to get into the league.
Yeah,
that was years ago. That would have been in the 90s at some time.
Oh, here we go. Paddy Hartnett, name dropping. A very good friend of mine plays with them, so I followed them for the past 2 seasons. Plus, the documentary was superb. Absolutely. Yeah, stop name dropping, Paddy. Yeah, you know famous people. Yeah, all right, we get it. Yeah, we get it. I don't know who's in your picture, but it's probably someone famous. Big up, Adam William Cahill. Get over to, if you haven't. I'm gonna absolutely get this wrong. Is it Follow the Dead? I think it's Follow the Dead, right? I think that's Adam William Cahill's movie. And it's got a rating of 6.5 out of 10. So I'm not sure. I think that's pretty good. That was on IMDb. Rotten Tomatoes. What does Rotten Tomatoes give it? Surely that's what we all should be looking at. Audience score 94%. So I think that's pretty good. So
on Bob's stream the other day, I thought that Rotten Tomatoes thing was a joke. I didn't even know that was a real thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought, I don't know whether it's true. I thought before it used to be like a joke, and then actually it's probably got serious. So yeah, head over to Amazon, go and rent Adam William Cahill's film Follow the Dead. It's a zombie movie, and I don't know much else about it apart from that, really, because there you go. Let me just see. Comedy, drama, horror. Adam William Cahill, I've never seen a film like this, right? Director, Adam William Cahill. Producer, Adam William Cahill. Writer, Adam William Cahill. So, yes, it's an hour and 33 minutes long. So, yeah, head on over there. Here we go. We've got some critic reviews. Let's see what the critics say.
Yeah.
I'm sure Adam's already seen this. A movie about millennials reviewed by a Gen Zer. What could go wrong? Luckily, this Irish zom-com is funny, chilling, and thoughtful about how a safe space can become a prison as a family of slackers faces 2 threats, only one of which is already dead. I love this. This is like something you're going to hear from from on the TV, the famous voiceovers. Cahill leads us down the cinematic road quite nicely and does a slow reveal for the film's inspired storytelling. So that was one. Irish Indie suggests today's screen-obsessed millennials can't handle an apocalypse from someone in Hollywood. So, yeah, we've got some big-time people here. Paddy with his connections. Adam William Cahill with Hollywood. And the final one, Follow the Dead, is a funny, dramatic play on familiar zombie stories. The cast is uniformly superb, while Cahill balances the tone nicely. So yeah, when Adam, when you get to Hollywood, mate, and you're on that red carpet, you're at the Oscars or whatever, you then
he's got the hand on that on the pavement.
Just remember where it started. So
yeah.
And Wayne Bonner, I love a low budget horror film. My favorite type. Definitely going to give that a watch. But I don't know. It might be a big time Hollywood, big time budget horror film. Who knows? But no, definitely go over and see it if you haven't seen it. What else is going on in the world, Mark? What else is going on in the world? Oh, there's long delays over due to as the Easter getaway begins. Easter's next week. What are you talking about? This is nonsense. So yeah, let's not worry about the news. The news is more depressing than Tottenham Hotspur.
I think the kids broke up yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, the kids broke up. I'm going to have the bloody kids next weekend. So yeah, well, from Tuesday till the following Tuesday.
Yeah.
So come next weekend, I'm going to be climbing the walls. So
yeah.
So yeah, they've broken up. So at least the roads will be clearer for those people getting to work for the next couple of weeks. So
yeah, that's all good. That's all good. It's an absolute nightmare when they're at school.
It is an absolute nightmare, especially in the morning when you're trying to get them all. So right, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of what else is there to talk about, Mark? I'm gonna go with you.
Have you gone through Tottenham?
Well,
you went through that, didn't you?
I don't really want to talk about Tottenham.
No.
It's I don't want to spoil. I mean, I could have done a Sophie's Corner, but I don't want to spoil it for everyone else.
No, you got to save that till next.
We'll be back on Thursday.
Yeah.
So let's. Someone actually wants me to do some work. How dare they?
On a Saturday?
Dare they want me to do work on a Saturday? This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I was going to say, God.
How dare they? Let me just do what they want to do. These people. How dare they? This is how rock and roll we are.
Yeah, you can't have none of that. Not on a Saturday.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't. Apart from when I don't have the kids at the weekend, I tend to work because there's nothing else to do. So
well, there is that. Do you still go to Tottenham if they're home?
I've been to the Southampton at home, the first game. I went to the North London derby, but I watched the second half from inside the marketplace because I just couldn't be bothered to watch it from the stands. I was at Manchester United away, where we lost 2-0 and probably should have lost about 7. I was at Wolves away, where we lost.
Jesus.
And I'm going to Villa on the 23rd, and then I'm going to Liverpool on the 3rd. No, not Villa isn't the 23rd. That's when the women are playing Villa on the 23rd. Whenever the Villa game is, I'm going to that, and I'm going to the Liverpool game. So I would have gone to more away games than I would have done home games.
That's good. It is good because the atmosphere is better at away games.
Yeah, look, I think for me, I mean, there's no enjoyment going to the home games because especially the way that we've been playing, and it's just nice to go and see other grounds, get to other grounds. I mean, obviously, it'd be nice to see a win. I mean, obviously, the only win that I've seen this season is the Southampton on the first day of the season. But apart from that, it's just nice to go and see, go and see other stadiums, and that's what I'm probably going to do. I'm still probably going to keep my season ticket next season, depending on what news is around that, and then try and and then try and get to as many away games as possible and see all the grounds that I haven't been to, if that makes sense. I mean, I could go to Everton on Monday night, but I'm not spending 4 hours in a car going up there and then watching us probably lose and then coming all the way back again and getting home at 4 a.m. So
like Well, I've never really been to I've been a few times to watch Tottenham away, but that was back in the days where you could just like pay to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you
Well,
remember
also,
when?
it's £30, right, for a ticket to go to the away game. So it's a lot better to go to the away games. It's cheaper than going
Of
to the
course
home
it is.
game.
Yeah,
So,
can you remember that night when Gareth Bell went mental against Mycon?
yeah.
Yeah, that was Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Inter Milan.
Yeah. Inter Milan,
I
yeah.
was sat at home, like watch the game, and I just went on. I went on the computer, and I was looking for. Can you remember? It was a different shirt, wasn't it? It was the Investec one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Investec one, yeah.
I just went on there, and I looked for Tottenham Champions League shirt.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, this thing popped up, and it said tickets. So I thought, oh, we'll have a look. So I had a look, and there was an announcement on there. This was on the Tottenham website. It said, we have sent back 400 tickets for our game on Saturday, Bolton away. We're, we have sent back 400 tickets. They will be available from the Bolton ticket office at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's crazy, isn't
And
it?
so I thought, aha. So I drove 250 miles from where I live all the way to Bolton. I was there at something like 8 in the morning because I thought after this performance, it's going to be crazy. There's going to be people queuing down the road.
Yeah.
I went there. There was nobody about. Right? Literally nobody. The ticket office opened at about, I don't know, 9:05.
Yeah.
I got a ticket immediately for the away end. I got in Bolton's ground, Reebok, the Reebok, innit? Or is that
Reebok,
Bolton?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
the
Reebok,
Reebok, yeah.
Reebok, yeah.
I got in there
That's
and we got absolutely pummeled. Was it
Yeah.
4-1 or 4-2?
Yeah.
It was literally, and it was the early game. It was 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
It was something like that back then. And so I left my house at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I drove all the way there. We got absolutely fun. Gareth Bell never even played. And then I had to come all the way back.
Have you? Yeah, that's the only trouble, and that's the only trouble. Like, obviously, going to Villa's not too bad. It's about an hour and a half, couple of hours. So yeah, that's that. Liverpool's obviously we're gonna stay up overnight, and everything else. Paddy, never been to an away game, could get tickets no problem, but why should I take away from a fan that travels the width and breadth of the land following Spurs? It would be wrong if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Paddy, 100%, mate, 100%. If you're over here, then yeah, you should try and go. But yeah, I think it all depends, right? Because it could be a case with, I know obviously Paddy comes over and the guys come over, and depending on how long they come over for work and stuff, if you've got a Sunday game and like a Wednesday game, maybe you could do it. But obviously it depends how long you're over for. Most people tend to come over the day before or the day of the game and then go back that night or early the next morning because they've got work and everything else, right? But yeah, I would say it's a lot different going to a away game. The atmosphere is better. Yeah. Everyone's singing. Everyone's kind of, like you say, Paddy, it's the diehards that kind of go up and travel all the time. So yeah, it's brilliant. But look, let's talk about the kits. Have you seen the kits or the rumored kits for next season?
I'm sure I saw it on Facebook, or that's it, the grey one.
So the grey one. Let me see if I can.
I don't actually mind that.
Yeah, I think it's just the thing for me is it's just grey. I mean, it suits our mood right at the moment.
Yeah,
so I mean, it's okay. It's not amazing. I think for me, the home one is, where are we? Let's bringing it over here. Here we go. The home one,
like for me, a few years ago.
Yeah. So look, I'm not actually that upset by it. I know a lot of people are saying it's like Tetris or Minecraft. They'd want the AIA to obviously not be in red, or go back to Holston or something like that, which completely agree. So I mean, I quite like it, but this one, I think the away one, the purple, looks really nice with the kind of iridescent badge and everything else. Yeah, Paddy, the home one is the real one, and to me, it's like Tetris. It's horrid. Keep with tradition. You know me,
I
Paddy.
won't buy the home one.
I'm a little bit out there, and I like a bit of craziness. But you can see people have like designed when you type in Tottenham kits. I mean, look, you've got that one. You've got this one here. That FIFA Creator one that looks quite nice. People have, sort of done all sorts of different ones when you type it in. I quite like that. I quite like that one.
Yeah.
And the goalie kit. I saw the goalie shirt actually yesterday. I don't know how true the goalie shirt is. It's not on here.
Is this like another Paris Saint-Germain like reserve kit or something?
No, it was on DHgate, and normally DHgate normally have the pretty much the right ones, the earlier ones. Where is it? I saw it yesterday. Hang on. I typed in there and it brought it up.
The trouble is with Nike is there's never anything that you say, oh wow, that's a good kit, It's just
they're all just recycled, aren't they, over the other clubs? That's the thing. No, it's weird. It brought it up last night. It's not brought it up yet. So look, when it's on DHgate, I'm sure that we're the third one, Paddy. What do you mean the third one? The third one, I thought is the grey one. Or have you got some like inside knowledge? Send me a picture, Paddy, of the third one. I want to see what the third one is. I'm not going to leak it. It's not going to be no breaking news here. But I want to see the third one. Andrew Gregory, it used to be great going away, going to away games on the special trains the supporters clubs ran. I don't know whether they do that anymore. They tend to put on coaches.
Is it? I was going to say, because like many years ago, they used to put, like, especially if Yeovil was, say, playing Bath or something like that, we used to get special trains to take us up there.
Yeah. Right, Paddy, I'm messaging you now. Fucking messaging you. I'm saying, oi, where's this third kit?
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I think, like the third kit, I think obviously we had the third kit has always been a bit kind of out there. Obviously we had what do we have? We had the kind of blue wavy design. We then had the purple one with the N17 stuff all over it.
Yeah.
We had the green one for the Champions League. It's the third one's the third one's always been the one that's been a little bit crazy. Yeah. Obviously we had the away
one that looked like you've been hit with a paintball.
Yeah, the one that looked like the bus seats. So Bobby Kay could probably could agree with that. They looked like the bus seat covering. But yeah, I think for me, my favourite ones were always the.
Wasn't one of them designed by like a load of art students from Tottenham area?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Paddy, it's the grey one. I should have said I like it a lot. Fucking hell, Paddy, you disappoint me, man. You got me all excited. There's someone in the background, but he hasn't got his camera on, and he's called himself Emerson Royale. The only person that I can think it could be would be Ryan Isaacs, but let's see who it is. Oh no, it's Elias. Fucking hell.
He's on again.
Get rid of Elias. Come on.
I was gonna say he was on Bob's earlier. Does that man never? Oh no, it's late over there, isn't it?
What's the time over there, Elias?
It's 6:15 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought let's play a bit of an April Fool's joke with Barry today.
Yeah, but anyway, we're just as you come on, we're going to end it.
No, I just came to say hi anyways, because I just ended my own stream with Haz. So, yeah.
Cool.
What were you guys discussing today?
Nothing. I was just bored and I thought I'd come on, and then Mark came on, and then you came on. So yeah, thanks, Paddy. Yeah, send me the link, mate, and we'll go from there. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Look, I'm going to go and get some breakfast, go and sit there and watch the Manchester City Liverpool game, going out for dinner this evening. Thank you to everyone that's joined. Thank you to everyone that's been in the chat. We will be back on Thursday in our normal time, 7:30. We've got a bumper edition of Sophie's Corner, and we'll just be talking nonsense because we don't.
Yeah, you've got
really
3
want to be
weeks or something.
We've got like 3 weeks worth of content.
Yeah.
So it'll be like an hour of Sophie's Corner. So look, Tottenham obviously play on Monday night. I don't know whether I can even be bothered to watch
Tuesday
it.
night.
So,
Well,
yeah.
but put it this way, it's got to the stage now. I mean, I remember years ago, especially when Pochettino was here, like I just could not miss a game because most of our games was on the TV. So but now, if I'm half an hour late, so what?
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you miss the first half, so what?
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
know
look,
we're not
I'm going to leave you, Elias. When are you on next?
I just did one. I'm on tomorrow night for my fan show. At 11 p.m. UK time. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So head on over to Step Up Spurs. Mark will be in and out of the comments on everything and popping up wherever he can find him, or he'll be down the pub, right?
No. The pub's the thing of the past. I don't really drink anymore.
Okay. Well, I think a lot of people would say you need to drink with Tottenham, but yeah, don't do
I am
that.
considering taking it up again.
Yeah, exactly. So look, April Fool's joke to start. Daniel Levy's been sacked by Joe Lewis. Obviously, that's not the case. Danny Kiriakou, you piss off, mate. And you said you were calling me on Wednesday. It's now Saturday. You've not called me. So, I think I'll message Sana and get her to beat you or throw you in the canal in Amsterdam. That'll probably be the easiest. So anyway, look, people, it's been an emotional week with Tottenham Hotspur. It's only going to get worse, I'm sure. Will we get 3 points with Goodison? Who knows? Who cares, really? So, thank you, everyone, for joining us. And we will see you on Thursday night.